Hello and welcome to BISP Solutions. Today we will see how to concatenate source dimension for a file-based source. By concatenating source dimension for a file-based source, we mean that through this facility, a simple set of data load mapping will be unlimited number of fields that can be concatenated. Like for example, I have a file. So this is my file. This is my accounts. This is my cache accounts. Then second, I have entity. Third is my cache. Then fourth is my parent. Fifth is my alias name. And last one is the amount column I have. That is, I have in totality 6 columns. But what I want is that when I perform the data management, when I upload the data through data management, entity should come with cache with some concatenating function. Like for suppose I want that my uh, entity should look like this. Like it is C underscore 101 and I want to use concatenate function as underscore. So I will concatenate it with underscore and then it should come cache like this. So for this purpose, we will be using the concatenating function through file base through data management. So let's see how we can perform this concatenating function. So let's go to our application. Under application, we will go to data management. And through this concatenating function, we can concatenate unlimited number of fields that can be concatenated. Not only one field, we can do many number of fields for that. So this is my data management. We'll go to setup. So this is my source system. My source system is file based, right? This is my source system I have just shown you. This is my source. So this is file based. So the source is already defined, this file. So I need not create it. I will use this file source system only. Then the target application. This is the data. So I will use Vision Console. This is the name of my application. Consolidation. So it is already created. So I won't be creating a new one. I will be using the one present in the application. Okay, now let's come to the import format. Now we will create this import format. Now we'll click on add. Let's name it as concate underscore IMF. Then let's tap. Then let's define the source. Our source is file. So we will provide the same. This is my file. Then target is Vision Console, so that is correct. And my file type would be delimited numeric data. And my file delimiter is comma because my file is comma separated. And I will click on save. So my file concate IMF is saved. Now I will provide the mappings. So my account is on the field 1. My first field number is 1. So that these are my accounts. So its number is 1. Next I will provide for amount. My amount column is field number. Let's check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is my 6th number. So we will provide the 6th number against the amount. Let's save it. Okay, then we have data source. Data source, let's provide, as it is not there in my file, let's provide any mapping to it. So data source will be, let's define the data source. FCCS manage data. Now next we have is the entity. Now we want to concatenate entity dimension only. Okay, so in my file, my entity is on the under the column 2. So here I will provide the column 2. Okay, and I will save it. Now I want to concatenate it, that I want that this entity should come with cache, right? So what I will do, I've defined the entity as it is. Now I will click on this add and select dimension row. Now when I select this dimension row, I have all the dimensions listed over here, which I want to concatenate it. So my no, for now my dimension is entity, so I will select entity. Okay, so I will here write entity. I will provide the call. I can provide any column number for this one, because here I will be providing the function that I want to connect between the two dimensions, right? Like I have used underscore, so here I will be providing the concatenate function that I want to use. I can use dash also, so I have provided dash, or you can provide any other function that you want to. So let's provide dash or underscore or anything you can feel like you can provide, and let's save it. Now again we will, this is my, now again I will provide the I will add the row, dimension row, and again I will select entity. Okay, now entity, entity. Now its field number would be 3. Why 3? Because this is my accounts, this is my entity, and I want that this entity and cache should come together, right? So this cache is my at the column number 3. So I will provide column number 3 for cache. You can write any other name also that you feel like that you want to see as the name of the particular dimension after concatenating it. An expression we won't be providing, and then we will click on save. Okay, we got 3 entities now. The first entity is our original entity, right, which is present in our file. Second is the function that we have provided, and third is the name we have provided, which we want to add up with the entity. So we have provided the field number for that particular name. Now rest will be same. We have from currency, let's name provide the field number as 1, and we will provide the expression entity currency. Let's save it. Then we have intercompany. So intercompany would be intercompany. Intercompany, its field number would be 1, and then its expression would be FCCS underscore no inter company. Let's save it. Let's provide for the movement. FCCS underscore NVMTS underscore net income. And last is our product. Oh no, we have multi-gap also. So we have multi-gap. FCCS, we will provide the expression FCCS local gap. Let's save it. Then we have, last we have is product. Its expression would be no product. And then we will click on save. So we have provided the mappings for all the dimensions. Now we will go to location, and then we will create one location. We'll click on add, and provide the name. Let's name it as concate underscore LOC. Then we will provide it the import format that we have just created. So our import format is concate IMF. Then it was already taken source and the target, so we need not do anything. We will just save it. Now we will go to workflow and do the data load mappings. We will set our POV. So my location, let's search for our location. This is my location. Then my period is January 15, and then category would be actual. Okay, so we have our POVs. Now let's do the mapping, like mapping for all the dimensions. Click on add. Source value will be star, and then target value will also be star. And we need to provide the rule name. So rule name, let it be A1. Let's save it. The next dimension we have is data source. That this is system generated. So we will save it. Then next we have is entity. So we will click on add. Provide the source value as star. Target. Now we will provide the target value as the name of the entity. So our entity is C underscore 101. And we will provide the rule name. Our rule name is A2. We'll click on save. Now next we have from currency. Again, its mapping would be source value as star and target value as star. We're providing the like mapping. A3. Now next we have is intercompany. Star A4. Then we have movement that is system generated. So we will click on save. And then we have multi-gap. This is again system generated. We click on save. Last we have product. We will provide the mappings for the same. We will click on add. Source value as star, target value as star, and then rule name A5. Let's click on save. So we have done all the mappings for all the dimensions. Then we have go to data load rule. Here we will click on add and provide the data load rule. We'll name it as concate underscore DLR. Then we will category will be actual, target cube console, and we will provide the import format. So our import format is concate IMF. We will choose our IMF import format and we'll click on save. Now here, under the source option, we will provide the file that we want to upload. So I will upload my file. My file is concatenating source dimension. And then I will click on OK. OK, and then I will save it. Now I will click on execute. Import from source. Start period Jan 15, end period Jan 15, import mode replace, and then we will click on run. Now we will refresh it. We will go to data load workbench. So we can say that our import has been done. It is validated also. And we can see that under the source entity, our entity dash cache, we have provided the function also concatenating function. So it is showing us with the same type that we want to have. This is my target entity. So it is as it is shown. So let's click on export. And then export mode will be merged. No, it will be replaced. The execution mode will be online, and then we'll click on OK. We got our third fish. That means our process was successful and we got the desired result for which we have run this rule. That's it for today. For any queries, please reach out us at www.bispsolutions.com. Thank you.